로드맵은 상당히 오버되어 있고.
Police have launched a formal investigation into Bang Si-hyuk, founder and chairman of HYBE, the agency behind global K-pop sensations like BTS, over allegations of pre-IPO fraudulent transactions. On July 24th, the Seoul Metropolitan Police's Financial Crimes Unit began a search and seizure of HYBE's headquarters in Yongsan, Seoul. The investigation centers on accusations that in 2019, before HYBE went public, Bang Si-hyuk misled early investors by claiming there were no plans for an IPO. However, at the same time, HYBE was already preparing for a designated audit, a key step in the public listing process. According to authorities, Bang allegedly facilitated the sale of investor shares to a special purpose company, or SPC, linked to a private equity fund, before proceeding with the IPO. He then reportedly received 30% of the fund's profits, a windfall estimated at 190 billion won, or roughly $140 million, triggering accusations of fraudulent conduct under South Korea's Capital Markets Act. This is a joint investigation involving the police, prosecutors, and the Financial Supervisory Services Special Judicial Police. However, the police appear to be taking the lead, especially after seizing records from the Korea Exchange late last month and securing a warrant to search HYBE's offices. The Securities and Futures Commission formally referred the case to prosecutors in mid-July, accusing Bang of engaging in illegal stock dealings. The investigation is ongoing. A serious fire at a key substation has shut down power across the entire HD Hyundai Samho shipyard, South Korea's fourth-largest shipbuilder and the biggest industrial site in western Jeonnam. The fire broke out late on July 28th at the company's central substation, located in Daebol General Industrial Park in Yeonggam County. Firefighters worked overnight, managing to bring the blaze under control by 8:30 a.m. the next day and fully extinguishing it by just before noon. Fortunately, no injuries or casualties were reported. The fire started underground in a critical area responsible for distributing high-voltage electricity, water, and communications throughout the shipyard. It destroyed essential infrastructure and electrical wiring, leading to a full power outage across the site. However, surface-level transformers, backup substations, and some communications equipment were spared. The timing of the incident coincides with the company's annual 2-week summer shutdown, which lasts until August 8th. President Kim Jae-il, who visited the site along with Jeonnan Governor Kim Young-rok, said recovery is expected to be completed during the break and should not disrupt shipyard operations. As part of the recovery plan, 2 of the company's 4 emergency generators will be deployed to provide temporary power. Still, some experts estimate that full restoration of the damaged systems could take a month or more, depending on the extent of the losses. HD Hyundai Samho employs around 13,000 workers and plays a vital role in the local economy. This latest disruption comes on the heels of a fire at the Kumho tire factory in Gwangju, raising broader concerns for the region's industrial stability. An investigation into the fire's cause is now underway, with fire authorities working alongside national forensic teams to determine what sparked the incident. Despite the intense summer heat, typically the busiest time for bee activity, Korea is seeing a surprising decline in honeycomb-related emergency calls. Fire departments, which usually handle a high volume of bee removals during the summer months, report significantly fewer incidents this year compared to last. In Jeonbuk Province, honeycomb removal operations have dropped by about 30%, totaling just over 750 so far this summer, down by 330 cases. Nationwide, the decline is even more striking. Last month alone, fire authorities logged roughly 15,000 hive removals, a sharp drop from over 20,000 during the same period last year. The unexpected slowdown comes despite early forecasts predicting a busy season for bee activity. Experts say the ongoing heat wave, which began earlier than usual and shows no signs of letting up, is likely limiting bee movement and hive formation. High temperatures can restrict bees from building hives in exposed areas, ultimately leading to fewer encounters with the public and a reduced need for emergency intervention. A similar pattern was observed in 2018, another record hot year, when hive removal numbers fell by more than 10,000 during August and September compared to the previous year. The data suggests that while bees thrive in warm conditions, extreme and sudden heat can suppress their usual summer behaviors. However, authorities warn that this lull may not last. Once temperatures begin to cool later in the season, bee activity could rebound quickly, leading to a potential uptick in hive sightings and removal requests. Fire departments continue to advise the public to avoid handling honeycombs themselves, as disturbing a hive can lead to dangerous stings. Instead, individuals are encouraged to contact emergency services for safe and professional removal. For those who do get stung, it's important to remove the stinger, rinse the area with clean water, and seek medical help if symptoms like hives or difficulty breathing occur. As the heat wave continues, it's keeping both bees and emergency crews less busy, but the situation could shift quickly with a change in weather. Shocking abuse allegations have emerged from A Rehab, Ulsan's largest residential facility for people with severe intellectual disabilities. The facility, which receives nearly 7 billion won annually, is under investigation after 29 residents were reportedly assaulted by at least 20 care staff. One mother, Mr. Kang, shared heartbreaking details of her 27-year-old disabled son being hit over 40 times in a month, including slaps to the face and being dragged by his flesh. Some staff allegedly stood by without intervening. Victims have shown severe trauma, with one becoming visibly distressed when returning to the facility. Police are reviewing CCTV footage and questioning staff, while Ulsan City has fired 3 employees and suspended 15. Officials are now considering shutting the facility. Critics blame municipal oversight failures, with inspections failing to catch repeated abuse. Advocacy groups are demanding urgent protection, treatment, and accountability for victims. Thank you for watching this edition of the K Update. We would love to hear your thoughts and comments below. Please like, share, and subscribe for more headline K news.